on Joy 99.7 FM, and Erastus Asare Donkor has joined us on the phone. He's our man keeping an eye on the fight against illegal mining. Erastus, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston.
So, how's the fight going, Erastus? Is there any major improvement?
Well, there is some improvement in the area of forest reserve. When we started 2025, there were certain forest reserves marked as red by the Forestry Commission. There were 9 of them. They included Jimira Extension, Ofin Shelter Belt, Tanoanya, Sanonimre, Subri, and others. But as we were getting into somewhere October, with the help of the IGP and his task force and NIMOS, we were able to reduce that to 0. But then we got back somewhere in November, we got back to 5 again. And currently, as we speak, we are back to 0.
Okay.
But that notwithstanding, I must say that there are some forest reserves that still have issues, especially in the Ashanti region of Fin Shelter Belt, the Anua Futi section. There are still armed bandits who continue to mine illegally in there. The town of Fin Forest Reserve is experiencing similar issues. And then the major hotspot is at Pomena and Akufu, where illegal miners have taken over the forest areas in that particular enclave. So I would say that significantly within the forest reserve areas, there are no resistance at the moment. We've been able to clear quite a number of the illegal miners out of the forest reserve, and that is remarkable indeed. Concerning the water bodies,
Sure.
that is where we have quite a lot of challenge. Because NIMOS has done a significant job along the Ankobra, the Nzima area. In fact, over 200 Sampan machines have been bent and destroyed. Quite a number of people have been removed along the Ankobra, but we still have people coming back in droves. And so the Ankobra, I've seen pictures indicating that the Ankobra has cleared. No, it has not cleared. It has been blocked. At still Awudia, the Ankobra is still blocked at Awudia and Pristia Hemai. I've had hints from NIMOS that they intend to conduct some desilting to allow it to flow freely. And that is why you see the seawater entering the Ankobra and making it green at the Ankobra town and the estuary area. But the Ankobra itself is still very highly polluted. When you go to the Pra, I think NIMOS has not made quite gains in that area. The work is quite enormous because if you find all our major rivers inundated by illegal mines, so the Pra, the Brim, the Ankobra, the Bia in Sesijaboso is still highly polluted with people mining inside and even along. And so in terms of the water bodies, I would say that yes, NIMOS is doing quite a significant job clearing illegal miners, but we're still tracking the surface. Now, mining in settlement.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
That is a major headache. Because as we speak, people are so boldly mining in settlement. Remember, we went to Wasa Japan, the main I am free, Wasa Kupon Road.
Yeah.
And some miners were cleared. In fact, the miners themselves admitted in front of our cameras that yes, what they are doing is illegal, but they are doing it anyway. They asked them to clear. They have not cleared. The police went there last year, destroyed a few things. They are back in droves. When you go to Wasa Japan, mining is still happening within the town, side by side, on the main Ayamfri road. It's as if it's not a crime anymore. You go to the Wasa town, St. Quintina, Atupon, and the rest, it's still happening. Akukere, Konongo, Odumase, almost every town that I know, people have been sending petitions to my office asking us to come and have a look at it. So I keep saying that Winston, I will not say that government is not doing anything. There's some work actively going on by NIMOS, and I appreciate that. But to be able to make significant progress, Galamsey should be made a crime at the local level that the police will fight, just like armed robbery.
Okay.
Currently, as we speak, the police do not see Galamsey as a crime at the local level. People have reported cases to the police. I have many of such cases. They have never been attended to. I think we started very well when the IGP joined and sent signals around. And soon we had all the divisional district police acting and fighting Galamsey at the local level. That has changed. We have gone back to 2024 era where Galamsey was not a crime at the local level and policemen and women were paying lip service to Galamsey at the local level. Until we are able to change that trajectory and be able to tie that with what NIMO is doing, we will not get the progress that we need.
So if I get you, are you suggesting that at the local level, if you report any Galamsey activities, the police there don't care, they don't effect any arrests?
I'm telling you on authority. Let anybody challenge it. I'll give you specific cases. Because farmers come to me on a daily basis and they say, can you come and have a look at our place, do some reports, maybe it will help us. And I ask them, report to the police. I do that intentionally because I want to document what has happened with such reports to the police. And I tell you, Winston, about 200 of such cases, none of them received any favorable response from the police.
Wow.
In a worst case scenario, the best they do is that they go to the scene, have a look at it, and then they come and they say, we are investigating. Nothing. You can be sure, like day and night, that nothing will happen. And that, like a basic attitude on the part of the police at the local level, is what is fueling the Galamsey within community.
Erastus, are you under the impression that there are state actors involved? Is that what the real issue is?
I must tell you, in all the cases, especially at Krupum, you find NDC party executives who are fueling the Galamsey at that level. Let me tell you about one dangerous practice that is going on. I have said it so many times. Nothing is being done about it. Winston, cyanide is a very dangerous chemical. It poisons the land for years. When it gets into water, it's very dangerous. And recently, we are seeing that we are using large amounts of cyanide in what they call sankofa. Cyanide leaching joints springing up almost everywhere because they say that there is still recoverable gold in the tailings that the Galamseyers, the champagne operators, are throwing away. And so they are buying the tailings in large quantities and they are setting up cyanide leaching ponds. And they are using large quantities of cyanide to leach these tailings for gold. And many of these leaching joints sit on tributaries of major rivers. I can tell you about a certificate because I've done quite a lot of investigations in that area. Kenyatta number 1, Kenyatta number 2, and Totroso. All these towns within Collins Dowder's constituency and the Sutifi North. A lot of these cyanide leaching joints sit on tributaries of the Tano River, like Okwampa, Subri, and others. In Amansia West, lots of leaching joints are found in this area. When you go to Brim area, lots of leaching joints. And just about last week, NIMOS went to such a site. And if I show you the pictures of the ponds that we have created, when it rains, all the cyanide will wash over into streams, rivers. And we are working on. I have raised this issue with the Honorable Collins Dowders, who sits on a committee of Parliament seeing land and natural resources, that it is happening in his own constituency and that something must be done urgently. Nothing has been done. Leaking joints, these cyanide leaking joints are still open. So if you look at this and you look at the cases that the Pediatric Society of Ghana is mentioning in some of their reports, if I should just tell you a few of them, out of their research, 12 cases of anorectal malformation, a congenital defect where a baby's anus, rectum, and associated nerves do not develop properly, leading to issues with normal bowel movement, were referred to a major hospital between January and June this year. Half of these cases are from Galamsey area. Other cases are people here, and this is captured. Yeah, one of their reports. And if you look at the reports, then you find out what is in the bloodstream of some of these patients. Cyanide is a major substance.
Okay. Erastus, thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. We're grateful to you.
Thanks, Winston.